All right. Deadpool and the MCU and Kevin Feige has said, but we don't know for sure. It could change at any given moment in time that it's going to be rated R.
Okay, this is different because Kevin Feige actually said it in an interview. It wasn't like I heard from a guy, from a dude, from a person that this is totally confirmed.
Warner Brothers said a release date schedule of 2023. But fuck Warner Brothers. They're fucking.
What does Warner Brothers have to do with Deadpool?
I'm talking about Willie.
We're giving each other shit.
Yeah, we're.
Anyway. So okay, I still think that Deadpool 2, Deadpool, is it the third one? Fucking I don't know. Yeah, I think they're still gonna do a PG-13 cut, and I'd be surprised if it didn't get released in theaters.
They'll do a Once Upon a Time in.
Yeah, or they'll release a PG-13 version.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
They put a PG-13 version on Disney Plus or something.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about, they're definitely gonna do that whole annoying ass bit where he's gonna show up in MCU movies and be like, "Oh, I'm in a PG-13 movie now, so I can't cut."
This is he's gonna be like, "Wow, I guess I'm in a PG-13 movie now. I guess I can't cuss now."
It's just it's just.
He's gonna make that joke.
So
bet
bizarre.
you $10.
It's so bizarre that 3 years ago this would be exciting, but now I'm like.
Okay, but okay.
Well, I feel like a big part of your distaste is because you really did not like Deadpool.
And it's supposed to be the introduction of the X-Men, the rest of that whole X-Men group into the MCU.
I have a really good thing to bring up.
But one last thing before you bring up your thing is I think that's fine. Deadpool will work with the X-Men. I don't think Deadpool and the other Avengers and Spider-Man and Wanda and all of them, I don't think it'll work because you have one character that's just constantly breaking the fourth wall and then all these characters that are...
I want the X-Men in the MCU, but I don't want Deadpool in the MCU because then I just feel no rules. There's just no consistency or rules.
He's just too different a style of superhero.
I also don't really know how you would incorporate the X-Men in the MCU because the whole thing with the X-Men is that it's supposed to be a big allegory for
transgenderism?
No. Well, I mean just what the fuck is the word? I have a word in my head, but it is not
say it.
The right word
say
at
it.
all. No!
Mutants?
Discrimination?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to say disintegration or something.
Disintegration?
Okay.
But yeah, but it's how do you do that in an MCU? Because in the MCU, everyone's like, yeah, Captain America, Hulk has got powers. Not those guys with powers.
With Spider-Man,
it doesn't work.
With them throwing Spider-Man under the bus, I can see people suddenly turning on... at the end of Spider-Man 2, where they're like, Spider-Man killed him.
Again, we don't know how that's going to play out, though.
What were you going to say?
So I have a potential spoiler for WandaVision if you guys want to hear it. It's a theory, but apparently, according to Andy Signore, it's
Should it be on this podcast, though, in case anybody...
If you guys don't want to be spoiled, potentially for WandaVision, this is coming from a source. His name's Andy Signore.
It hasn't actually happened yet.
Popcorn Planet. He's got a source that says this is true, and he treated it on his show he gave 5 minutes at the beginning of the video to give people warning.
And like we've said, he's become kind of a pretty reliable source.
And I normally don't like to pay attention to these things, but I wanted to listen on this one because it's kind of my way of testing him for all of his Spider-Man theories. Because if this one's true, then I really trust this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of the X-Men, you've been warned.
Oh no, I'm nervous.
His source apparently has confirmed that the X-Men are going to be introduced in WandaVision, and Quicksilver is going to show up. Not her brother, but the Quicksilver from X-Men Days of Future Past.
Oh yeah, what
because
the
she
fuck?
opens up the fucking multiverse, and he shows up because he was apparently cast in the show. So Evan Peters is in the show, but I guess he's supposed to be playing Quicksilver, and I guess that's the...
Yeah, because there's 2 Quicksilvers now if they're introducing the X-Men.
So I don't know if that's true, but that's kind of interesting.
Micah's brain is just
stupid.
Why is that stupid?
That.
Why we were all excited about multiverse stuff? You just don't want the X-Men.
I don't like those X-Men. I want different
I do.
X-Men.
I like the X-Men.
I
understand what you're saying, though. I think that it would be interesting to see Feige's version.
I liked
of
that
the
other
X-Men,
Quicksilver so much, though, and just
I like that Quicksilver better. I guess they were also saying that in the comics, you might be able to shine a light on this, that Wanda is a villain to the mutants.
Just kidding.
like they're all afraid of her, I guess.
I don't know anything about Wanda's character
Okay.
in comics.
I guess she's like feared in the comic books quite a lot.
I have a question.
What?
So I haven't seen the other later X-Men movies. You know the part where like in the radio where it's like, Wanda, where are you? Who's doing this to you or whatever? Does that
More spoilers for WandaVision?
Oh, whatever.
Guess we're talking about WandaVision.
Does that sound like the other Quicksilver guy by chance?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Cuz like you would know
Maybe.
since you've seen it.
I kind of sound
Have
like
you not seen Days of Future Past?
I haven't seen any of the X-Men movies past the third one.
Anyway, so like
I just don't think he'll fit in the MCU, Deadpool. So
I don't think Deadpool will either. That's the thing. It's like I want some of the stuff, but not all of the stuff. So
yeah.
I just want all the Spider-Man.
I'm excited.
Thoughts?
I do need one. I need like at least 5 more movies where like Magneto shows up and he's like the bad guy for the entire movie, and then at the end, Charles Xavier's like, there's good in you. And he's like, okay. So we need 5 more of those movies. That's all I ask.
Is that like every X-Men
Yeah.
movie?
We're going to be talking about WandaVision in another episode when we've seen the whole series.
We,
it hasn't come out.
Coming
snippets.
soon. All right, moving on.